Happy Tuesday, Roulette Fools. Brent with AOB. All right, we're going to get our challenge going already. We're going to jump right into it. I put playing 3 Centipede since we did so well with it. I'm going in at just the $45 version. But let's see how we do with 3 Centipede today. Well, it worked really well yesterday, so let's go for it. We'll bump up to 135. We're up 15 so far. Going to our trusty spreadsheet. Yesterday was a great day. We ended up $900. $600 I built up, and then the last $300 we played Aussie Pete's strategy. Apparently I played it wrong. I just stuck on red. You're supposed to follow the winner. So even though I played it wrong, it worked out. So it looks like, when you look at it that way, do you even need to play follow the winner, follow loser? It doesn't really matter. So anyway, let's reset this. 46,349, 394. We're sitting at 0 again today. Let's come back here and see where we landed. 23, nice. All right, off to a good start. All right, let's go back here. So we need a $300 day average. We're at $575. So we're so close to doubling our daily average, meaning if we can get this number up to 600, whatever days is shown here, we could sit tight for another 65 days almost. So right now we could actually sit tight probably for 60 days. If we come here to the graph, as of yesterday, the dashed line shows where we are really at. The gray line shows where we need to be at. So as of today, if you shoot up day 65, we only need to be at about $20,000, and we're way up here. So we're crushing it. All right, another win. Let's keep rolling. So yeah, we're way ahead. I'm happy to announce we had a couple people in the Discord server looking to take me up on the bet on whether or not I can get to the 100K challenge. Listen, it's all okay. I'm okay with people doing that. We're gamblers here, so I don't see it like you're wishing me ill will. I see it as you just don't think it's possible. So, and I'm cool with that. So we have the rules in Discord, and so if you're interested in placing a bet on whether or not you think, you think that I can make the 100K or not. Actually, it's if you don't think I can. Get in there, and the way we're going to work it is, and this is just the easiest way to keep track of it, you will send the money to my stake account. I will post that. There will be a record here. I will show that incoming purchase. I will list it on the spreadsheet with your name on there. That's the best I can do. My reputation's worth far more than whatever money you think I would try to scam you out of. And I'm probably giving away more money every week than what your bet will probably be. So I'm not looking here to trick you or anything. So anyway, but I understand if that's not comfortable for you. I get it. I do. You don't really know me, but I don't want to use like escrow.com. I looked at that, but that's a buyer and a seller. So you either refund the money back to both parties or just the seller gets the money because they're selling you something. They don't have like a, here's 2 parties, we'll hold it and we'll release all of it to one or the other. Besides, I like being able to have it here where I could show the incoming, right? When I could come up here and show the incoming transactions. I think it'd take me away from the screen, so I don't want to do that. So I like that idea. And then everybody can see your wager on here and hold me accountable. All right, there we go. We're back to even. Who knows? Maybe Centipede become my favorite 9th Street. My favorite 9th Street. But who knows? We also have a couple. I have one strategy for the $100 challenge that I will be playing. Maybe even I think I'll be playing it today. And remember, if you submit a strategy to me, I can play it in a reasonably short amount of time. We can get to a $300 goal without busting a bankroll. then you get $100. You need to be on Discord for that to happen. And you need to be able to have a crypto wallet that I can send the Litecoin to. But I have one. It's coming up. You'll see it. I'm still trying to decide if I want to just risk it and make it part of the challenge and I play it. And if I lose, I accept the loss. If I win, I get it. Or if I want to make it separate, because it's always a risk when I try other people's systems. So I'm gearing towards making it completely separate on the challenge. Like yesterday, if I decide to play a system and I add it to this video, that's on me. That wasn't part of the challenge, but I'll decide, and it'll be one or the other. I won't flip-flop, and this challenge I'll make a part. It'll be one or the other. I'm leaning towards just making those its separate thing, because unless I'm not willing, I will look at it. Most of them I've seen, but if it looks pretty benign, I don't know. I want to be able to risk like $3,000 or $5,000 for you if I do your challenge, because that's what I would risk here, you know. And I think fair is fair. So like today, we started out with a $5,000 balance, and I think that's fair for your challenge. I don't want to say, oh, you got to make it on $500. So I think I'll confirm, but I think I'll make it its own thing. I don't think I'll add it to this at all. Oh, there's a loss. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. We're 7-2. We're doing well. So that's an easy, cool $100 for you if you think your challenge can easily make $300. I honestly think like a 2,000 bankroll is a really good. So it just depends on the units. Like this one, I'm betting $135. So a $2,000 bankroll is okay if you only want to go to like 3 progressions. All right, here we go. All right, there's a win. As long as we win the big ones. All right, let's see if we can get ahead again now. Bust up this ceiling right here, the 195 ceiling. Yeah, so we're looking good. I'm excited. We're basically, as of right now, we're 4 months into the challenge, even though we're only at 2 months. And that's because we're well over our balance. So I think it would be really cool. My hope is that by 6 or 8 months, we're already at the 100,000 and I can literally terminate the challenge and win the bet right there and then. Oh, blasted. All right, come on, Centipede 3 Centipede. So, and that's part of the rules. If anytime I get to $100,000, challenge is over. I made $100,000 in a year. If I can do it sooner, even better. But we're at 4 months right now, so I just got to keep this trajectory. We're 2 months ahead, so technically, if I just left it the same and only earned $300 a day moving forward and didn't lose, we would be done in 10 months. But like I said, inside my head, I'm going for a 6 month. I would love to see me hit that in 6 months. And it's definitely doable because, we're already at $37,000 profit, right? So, oh my goodness. All right, here we go. We're at 540. See, does it really matter which 9 streets you choose or stick with? They can all win. They can all win or lose. Let me pull this in a little. Well, I need to see never mind. Pros and cons, it's all random. All right, let's go. Let's go. Hope you guys are having a great week. Okay. Whew, I saw that 34 and 6. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. We have to stay at this now. If we wanted to be in profit, we'd have to spin this a total 3 times. But we can do the 540 twice and then drop it down to 135 to break even. If you saw the video yesterday, hey, here's my pal. What's up, Shanky? We love Shanky. I'm going to put the speaker on. He's funny. He's funny. All right, let's go. But if you saw yesterday's video on low roll, then you will have seen I'm doing well, Shanky. How you doing, bud? All right. If you saw the low roll yesterday, I stand by it. You can make 30 bucks, no problem. So I'm going to pump out some more of those videos to show that. All right, there we go. Look at that. We're at 385. We could drop down. Actually, we're going to. We're going to drop down to 45 because we're at 285. We just need one more win. Just need one more win. But I'm going to produce some more of those low strategies of trying to get 30 to 50 with only a $300 bankroll. I promise you, if you get kind of used to it, you can do that in your sleep every single day. Someone in Discord said, oh, I'm pushing Stake Originals. They must be paying me to do that. No, they're not paying me to do that. Good thing we dropped down, huh? 6 is kind of a hot. 6-2 and 6 these. Let's see. But look at this. 27. So that's first, fourth, first. This doesn't count. Fourth. So playing 1, 2, 3 or reverse, I think I would probably go on 1, 3, 6, but 6 is hitting it. 18. Yeah, I think we would be having similar results no matter what we did. But I'm not pushing Stake Originals or the digital. I already told you yesterday in that video. Yeah, it's digital. Anything that become coded can be manipulated. I agree there. And personally, I have seen it. I have seen it where it, like on dice, when it decides you want to lose, or mines, when it decides you've won too much. But if you're betting really, really small, you can overcome that. And if you're just willing to put in an hour a day, not even that, once you get good, you can do it in 10 minutes. And I'm going to keep proving it. So it's not that I trust the electronic stuff, it's that it's faster. Here, you can certainly do this here. You can play the live tables. But my goodness, you're going to have to wait a long, long time, right? To get there. Much longer than if you play. Oh, man. Yeah, I should switch down here, but I'm going to get stubborn and just stick with it. All right, we're at 180. So that's the reason why I like the digital, is because you can go fast. So that's really, really important when you're playing really small, like 10 cents, and you're only making, say, 3 cents, right? Or if you're betting 9 cents on the 9 streets, 1 cent a street, you're making 3 cents. But if you can click that space bar super fast, you can make $1 in a minute easily. So that's why I suggest. And when you're playing with a low amount, whew. Okay, we got to do this again to make our 60 bucks. This would bring us home. So that's why I use that, not because I trust it. You saw me melt down on dice, and that's fine. When it decided your time is up. Your time is up. But what I've noticed, I've been continue to play dice on the side and just have fun with it, and try to continue to recognize if I can see if there's a pattern. And as I explained in my videos, I do see 3 distinct patterns. If you can recognize that, and then I'm trying to iron out some steps to help protect. Nothing's guaranteed, but you know. And I've lost money and I've won money. I've won more money than I've lost, but I'm trying to, okay, there we're at $300. So we're done for the day. Anyway, I recognize the patterns and I'm willing to invest in dice to continue playing it to see if I can figure out a system that can at least give you a really, really good chance consistently of winning on these systems. And the dice so far is the one I'm focusing on. Although I like Mines, Dragon Ladder. But we'll see what happens. I know a bunch of you are saying that's not possible. Maybe it's not, but I'm willing to throw some money and lose some money at it just to find out. So anyway, all right, we will be back. I will probably build on this 300 so that we can keep pushing our daily. If we can get 600 a day, that means we're 2 days ahead for every 1 day. That would be awesome. So I'll be back later. I hope you guys are all having a great Tuesday. One other thing is sign up for Discord. The link is down there. We're having a poker tournament. We're having more and more giveaways. We're giving away free swag. And also subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel. Let's grow the subscription. And the link to affiliate link to get onto Stake is down below for stake.com around the world. You can go to our Discord and find the information there. We're working on getting a nice large group in there for additional benefits, as well as I'll be doing some giveaways to the top players every week. All right, be good humans, be good to each other. I'll be back. Cheers. Okay, we're back. I am going to, we're up $300. I'm going to see if I can push this up to 500 or 600 today. I would like to keep things double. Like I said, my goal is reach 100K in 6 months in half the time. Well, we're not going to do it this way. Excuse me. All right, let's roll. So let's see what we can do. And then when we're done with this, for a third session, I'm going to go back to Aussie Pete's strategy. Now, here's what's funny. Here's how I played it. I thought he just put it on red and stuck on red. But apparently he plays, it's supposed to be follow the winner. And as shown yesterday in the last 2 sessions, yesterday and the day before, leaving it all on red just worked just fine. And I'm pretty sure leaving it on black. And if you look down here, though, today, I mean, there's 2 to 1 red, right? So leaving on red. Follow the winner would work okay down here as well. We're going to leave it. Sorry, I forgot. I'm trying not to sniff because I realize this microphone picks up everything. So I apologize. I'm going to try to do better. So, I mean, what does that mean? I was watching today Roulette Masters video, and basically, this is what I'm talking about systems. The 2 systems are basically exactly the same. I mean, these are just betting red or black. Whether you follow the winner, follow the loser, stay the same. And then your progression. He does up 1 on losses, up 2, or up 2 on losses, up 1. The other guy was just doing up 1. I mean, whatever. Obviously, some work better than others, for sure. Okay, we're up. Let's get back in there at 135. Some progressions work better, but... Oh, and we get a new dealer. So, I don't know. You could do red or black and then just come up with a funky progression. Like, you know, we're going to go up 3 on your first loss, and then, you know, up 2, down 1, up 3, down 2, whatever. I don't know. It just kind of gets muddled out there. I do like the idea of, you know, again, the short targets, whatever system you're playing. Hit it and reset. That's a really good thing. So some people in Discord, I mean, it's very concerning. So listen, gambling absolutely is very, very, it can be very, very addictive. So I'm a little bit fortunate in that I don't know if you want to call it an addictive personality. I just don't get addicted to things. I can stop cold turkey on anything. I mean, I used to, in high school, I smoked, and then one day I said, this is dumb. Stopped. Then I started chewing and did that for a while. And when I realized I was really enjoying the heck out of it too much, I stopped cold turkey. There's times where I don't play. Like I said, I haven't really been to the casino to actually play in quite a while. But it can be very addictive. So my suggestion is, number one, on top of setting small limits and walking away, setting stop limits, all those things that have been discussed that are all over the internet, I think one of the most important things, if not the most important thing, is set a time limit, especially if you're playing online. Give yourself 20, 30 minutes, play, and then say, you got to go do this and you can't come back for another X amount of time. Because, I mean, I've been there too, just because I enjoy it so much, but, oh, dang it. I mean, you get up in the morning and you're like, oh, I'll just get on there and play a couple. And next thing you look at your watch and it's 1 p.m., right? And you're like, oh, okay, I'll just finish this up and then I'll go do what I need to go do or go get outside. And then you look at your watch and it's 5:30. And you're like, it's almost dinner. I'll just play until dinner. Then I'll eat dinner and next thing you know, it's 8 o'clock, then 11 o'clock at night. And you realize you've been in front of this or you've been there the entire day. I think that's where you get sucked in. So set an alarm on your watch, play a short period of time, get away from the computer, go do what you want to do. And I think that'll help you out tremendously. For those that are finding that this is becoming really, the gambling is becoming a huge part of your life. So what was that, a 270? That was a 90 win? Okay, we're going to go back to 135. So I think that's really important. So definitely, and the number two thing that I've been saying, and it's said everywhere, I know you know it, but let's hammer it in. Only play with money you are literally okay with losing. None of us wants to lose, but if you lose it, who cares? So please. And my video yesterday about making $30 a day, you should definitely, I don't want anybody thinking they should rely on it. I don't want you literally having to rely on that money to make your rent, okay? So it's an option, and I think it's very doable if you have patience and you bet very, very small. Yesterday, I bet a little bit more, and hopefully that came across than what I would do if I were you. I'd put it very, very low and spend a couple hours, grinding it out. That's the safest way to do it. But seriously, though, gambling, it can be addictive and it can be very, very troublesome. So set your targets, set your limits, set aside a certain amount of money and say, if that money's gone, that's all I get, and do not go back to the well. It's too easy. All right, look at this. We're already up at 180. Okay. All right, here we go. We start out with $5,000 again. Anyway, I just want to put that out there. For certain people that this is your profession, do what you got to do. Or that you feel really comfortable betting and playing, do what you're going to do. But for the majority of us, if we're just playing for entertainment and you're playing just for a few extra bucks, be careful. Definitely be careful. All right. Boy, it feels like it's been hitting around that 36 and the 1 a lot. All right, 225. Okay, sorry. I had a quesadilla, an egg quesadilla, eggs, cheese, scrambled eggs, cheese, and then I put a ton of sriracha on there. And I accidentally kind of inhaled, and so it's like I got some sriracha like in my, I don't know, in my sinuses or something. It's just causing all sorts of havoc. Man, I love sriracha. There's a stupid supply shortage or whatever, so it was really hard to find. Then it kind of opened up. No, yes, woo! The casino gods have been with us lately. Thank you, casino gods. And I'm just going to keep going. We're only $30 away. We're going to hit this one. That'll get us that'll give us $600 a day. Like I'm going for $600. I'm going to get my 300 and I'm not going to jeopardize it, but I'm now on a mission to get 100,000 in 6 months instead. I don't mind if it takes longer. That's okay. You know, we're going to get there, but I'm super excited. Like I said, I have a couple people that have at least stated that they would be willing to bet. They're going to only bet about $1,000. I say only. I was kind of hoping it was going to be bigger bets, like around 10 grand a person. But all right, we're at 315. We're going to call it a stop right there. I'm just going to take a quick break and I don't know, stick my head underwater and come back. And we're going to go back to Aussie Pete's. We're going to play follow the winner and see how that does. Looking down here at the history, it would have done really well. So we'll come back to that and see how that rolls. All right, I'll be back. Cheers. Okay, we're back. We were up 315 when we left off, so I'm going to reset that. We're going to go with Aussie Pete's strategy. We're going to follow the winner on red and black, so we're going to follow black. And because we put it on black, it's going to be take the time to break the streak and go red, right? So let's see how it works out. There you go. See, I told you. So now we got to go up 3 units on a loss, and we're going to go to red. Now, if we'd stuck on red, I mean, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this would have been, we would have bet 10 here, then 30, then 50, 70, 90, 110, 130. This would have been a 150 bet. And then we would have had to bet it, keep going up a little bit because we'd be behind at that point. So we need another red if we were playing this strategy. If we were playing where we were just sticking on red, we for sure need another red to win back all that. And we did. Okay. We're at 20. So we need 30 again. So I'm just going to rebet the 30 to get us up to 50. As you recall, he's going in $50 increments, which is good. I could even see you going 25. I mean, dropping this bet all the way down to $5. That's an even better bankroll protection if you want to make your stop stations smaller, then you can protect it better. All right, let's go. And I realized, all right, so we lost that. So now we got to go 50 on black. That I've been calling it swag, and I thought that's what it was called, but apparently you kids these days call it drip. I guess that's the term maybe for giving away free gear and stuff. So we gave a lot of free drip away. And it's all being shipped as we speak. I think I'm down to just like maybe a couple orders left plus my admins and stuff. So almost through shipping it. All right, we're up to $70. Okay, so remember, we got to get up to $100 because we haven't even hit our $50 goal yet, have we? Okay. Well, we're down 60. This would get us up 10. Then we could drop it down to a $60 bet. Let's see how it rolls. So I was watching Roulette Master's video today, and congratulations to him. He just hit 50,000 plus subscribers. That's awesome. They were showing this strategy compared to the other one, which to me, they're just exactly the same. It's just plain red or black, follow the winner. Just depends on how you want to do your progression. Okay, we need, what did I say? $40. Anyway, this is where I sort of disagree with some of these things. In there, Mr. Kentucky White said, never play follow the winner. Always play, opposite the last to hit or whatever. And he said if they had played opposite instead of follow the winner, would have won on a lot more. But that's any way you play it. I mean, you can pick any video and go, well, if you had played this way, you would have won more, because it's going to change from from session to session, right? On one session, follow the winner may rock it, and on the next session, you may get your tush kicked because it's popping back and forth. It's chopping a lot. So I disagree with that statement that never play follow the winner on that, or something to that respect. As we proved here the other day, just sticking this strategy on red did just fine. And I have a feeling if we had just stuck it on black today, we'd be doing just fine. So I don't know. That's where I think that sometimes we make things overly complicated by trying to look too much. And I do believe in the dealer patterns. At least in my head, I sort of believe it. Statistically, I can't prove that, and I'm not saying that it actually is. But I don't believe in that other. That's just me. Now you have people that do believe in that. They do believe in keeping track of the spin history and all that kind of stuff, and think that that works out better. Okay. I mean, the good news, like I said before, is it's not going to work out any worse, because to me it doesn't matter. Now the dealer history, I feel like that has more merit to how they spin, but then again, maybe not. Maybe it's just complete luck, because look at this wheel spinning and the ball spinning. I mean, all right, there we go. I mean, I would love to see on a legit wheel a dealer spin it like this and be hitting the same places. I would love to see it. That'd be awesome. Total color me impressed. All right, what are we, $30 away? All right, so we're going to put $30 back up there again and see if we can get to our $100 target. So we're in this about 15 minutes now. And the highest bet we had to go was what? Not very high. So we're doing okay. All right, all right, all right. Okay, so we go back down to 10 now. So I have chosen another strategy to do the challenge. It's not going to be part of this. It's going to be its own. Those things are going to be its own separate challenge. If I play a strategy for fun on these count. But the $100 challenge where you submit your roulette strategy, and if I play it and you make $300, I'm not making that towards these, because those are I don't want to have to sit there and play super conservatively with it because because of the challenge, the risk to the challenge. So I'll make those his own. I'll give it a decent bankroll, and we'll give it a true go. I think that's the only way to be fair to it. So I have one. I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet. Okay. I'll wait till we hit it, but we'll see how it rolls. I'm gonna play with it a little bit more and play with it with a really low bankroll on a live, like 10-cent bets, just to see just how. I'm not so much worried about how fast it can win. I'm worried about just how deep it can lose, right? That's really what you want to know. That's, to me, is on a strategy, All right, so we lost again. So we're going to go to 50 on red. I mean, I'm sort of, even as I look at, even though we had that long run of black, for the most part, man, I feel like just sticking on a color is the way to go. But we're doing all right here too. I mean, we're up $60 right now. So yeah, I'll try. I'm planning on doing that. I'm going to try to do it if we can get to 300 here in a hurry, or if we're stalling out, I'll just bag on this one if we start stalling out on this one, so I can get to that one. I'd love to get it done today. All right, we're at $70 on black. Anyway, again, congratulations, Roulette Master. 50,000 subs. That's amazing. That's awesome. You deserve it. You've been pushing out videos every single day. And for those of you that are always criticizing him, get off the guy's back. He's trying to make the videos every day as fun and creative for you as he can. And I get that the titles are best strategy every day, but he's got to have titles out there that attract people. I get it. So just enjoy the videos for what they are and the work that he's putting into it, okay? Okay, finally, we win one. All right. That puts us at 80. Where were we before? We were at 100. We got to go to 150. So there we go. We leave it at 70. That'll get us up to 150. All right, and I'm working. I just got to work out details with Roulette Grinder. He seems very anxious, my friend, to go head to head, and I would love that. All right, there we go, 150. All right, so we can go back down to our base bet, $10. Go head to head, and we will go live stream it on Discord, and then record it, and then I'll see how well it shows if we split both of us playing at the same time, and how easy it is to see on the screen. Hopefully it isn't too terrible. I'm going to play with that today, and that will not be part of this challenge. That's its own separate thing. Mr. Grinder, if you beat me in 3 sessions, $500 your way, and all you have to risk is $100. Piece of cake, you won $100 in our play to pay giveaway last week, so you have the funds. What was that? That was 10. Okay, so we're going up to 30. All right, 30 on red. Our next stop is $200. Let's see if we can get there. All right, here we go. It's not to be. All right, go back to black. 50 on black. Patience, grasshopper. When you can snatch the roulette ball out of my hand, you are ready to play against all in black. Maybe that's too old of a TV series for most of the audience here. I'm guessing most, I don't know. You'd have to be an old fogey like me to maybe get that TV series and those, the grasshopper thing. All right, there we go. There we go. Remember, we got to get up to 200. This takes us to 160, so we can take this down to $40. I mean, for those of you who do know that TV series, I mean, I have that TV song stuck in my head for that series. Da, 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 da. And then he's grabbing the big cauldron. Remember the thing full of coals and burning the dragon and the tiger. And he's carrying it outside and he falls into the snow. Friggin' iconic. Come on, man. Oh, come on. All right, we're going up to 60. Here we go, here we go. Okay, let's go. Man, so many good TV shows. I'll tell you what one of my favorite TV shows is. I love it. Is Rockford Files. It's such an unappreciated and forgotten TV series. James Gardner is amazing, and it's actually pretty funny at times. All right, here we go. There's 60. It takes us to 180. We can drop red back down to $20, which is good, right? Rolling our bankroll, rolling our bets down as far as we can is always wise. Anyway, I have seen Rockford Files. I think there's 5 or 6 seasons only, but I have seen that like so many times, and I'm not even a fan of like Camaros, but isn't that what he drives, like a brown or gold Camaro? I had a friend in high school that had that car. Oh my gosh, we used to drive so crazy fast in that thing and just burning out all over the place. At least it felt fast by those standards back then, right? Now it's kind of weird. I take for granted my Mach-E Mustang, just all electric, and it's just. Even now that Mach-E Mustang isn't fast compared to the new Tesla Performance, and the Lucid has a really fast one. All right, what was that, 30? That was 20. So we got to go to 40 on black. But anyway, so Rockford Files, and then I pretty much raised my daughter by myself, and for the years, because I was able to work from home, so she was home, and every day at lunch, after I'd make her a sandwich or whatever I was making her, come on. All right, we're on 60 on red. We would watch one episode of People's Court and maybe one episode or an episode of Matlock. Not only because I enjoy those, but because I was teaching her, I was like, go and watch this. See this idiot, the defender, the plaintiff. What a moron, I mean, this is what you need to do. And it taught her. It really did. It showed her logic and facts and not just going in there being all emotional and stupid. Having your stuff ready. So many of them would come to the court and not have it. She's like, okay, where's your proof of this? I don't have a receipt, or I didn't think to bring it, Or they're arguing with the judge. I'm like, don't argue with the judge. Especially when you're winning, right? And don't interrupt. And then Matlock was just fun. I like Andy Griffith, and yeah. Good stuff there. Those two. So those three shows were, my daughter was growing up, those are the ones we watched the most. Okay, finally we get a win. All right, so that brings us to 130, is that right? 140. So we can go down to 60 on black. I'm trying to think of what other mainstay. I mean, obviously, I loved the original Quantum Leap. That was such a great show. It's funny when you go back and watch them. Quantum Leap still holds up pretty well to me. Some shows, like when I did go back, I got my daughter, I went and watched the David Carradine. All right, it's called Kung Fu. But I went back and watched that with her and realized it's a pretty slow show, right? I mean, come on. It's pretty slow. And I think it's because our brains have gotten so used to CGI and action and explosions that we literally just can't watch something that has more development or it doesn't have all that stuff. But she enjoyed it. She liked it. And she gets all the sayings now, grasshopper, and all those flashbacks he used to have as a kid of snatching the marble out of his hand and all these other lessons that his teacher was giving him, the blind bald guy. Remember him? But Quantum Leap holds up really well. I can still watch the original Quantum Leap, and that one's still just a great show. All right. No, come on. Look at this. All right, we're to 100 on black. We're getting in negative territory. All right, Aussie Pete. And I agree with some of the comments. Aussie Pete says, I have never lost with this. If you have never lost with a strategy, you have simply not played enough. You can't go play a strategy a couple times once in a while and say, I have never lost. I mean, you can, but no. Every strategy, if you play it long enough, you will lose at times. You will lose at times. I mean, we could get, no matter how, if you stuck on red, if you stuck on black, follow the winner, follow the loser. Look at this crummies. Come on. We're at 120 now. All right. Come on. We need a couple in a row now because we got to be up at, what was our high? 200? 180. So we got to get up to 200. Oi. My Lanta. Okay. Let's hope we can get this. If we get this one, we're only up $20 and we're still going to have to bet. We're going to have to keep the bet and increase it, right? Because we got to get to 200. This will only get us up to plus 20 if we win. And we're not winning. Okay, so we're now up 140. And this, my friends, this is the difference between showing something on Roulette Royale and playing with real money. Real money, I'm looking at this going, oh my gosh, you know. we had $5,300. So we're down $345 if we lose this. So there's a big difference between playing with fake chips and putting money on your real, your real wallet in there. All right, we're going to stay on this one. We're going to go up to 160. These are good, though. This shows you. I mean, depends on your bankroll. Now, I don't know. Aussie Pete, he may play with $10 units. That's at least what Roulette Master did. I don't know what his bankroll is, $2,000 or whatever. But you can see, I mean, the problem with systems like these is when you get down, it can take quite a few, and you keep increasing your bets. I mean, we need to get out of this fast. All right, finally we get a win there. We're gonna have to leave it. Look at that. We're still down 200, so now we gotta rebet and go up one. We're up 170. So I mean, these are the kinds that because you're only betting on, right, 18 numbers, your chance of missing. And so if you win one, lose, win, lose, win, lose, you're going to keep stair stepping downwards. And that's why I prefer the 9 Street, because yes, when you double up, your bets are getting pretty big. Oh my God. Calgon, take me away. We're up to 190. 190. All right. I'm trying to figure out how far will I go before I pull the plug. We're up $600 on our challenge, so I can go. If we lose this, we start getting close to the 600. If we get near the minus 600 level here, then I'm going to pull the plug and I'll get my 9 Streets and get back our money. And then I'm going to write a letter to Aussie Pete and say, "Hey, Aussie Pete, I just lost." Oh, you got to be kidding me. All right, we're at 560. I'm going to give this one more go. We're at 210. We're at 210. So let's see if we can, I mean, geez, we're down now 560. Yeah. I'm remembering now why I don't like playing outside one-to-one bets. We're going to have to keep it at 210. Then if we win, we're going to have to go 220. And we win, we're going to have to go 230. Phew. Look at that. We're still down 350. Now we're betting 220. Yeah, to me, these are the strategies where you need an exit strategy now. I wouldn't keep on with this. I'm going to keep going with this just for us to do science. But these are the type of strategies. This is a danger. If you don't recover pretty quickly, it gets very difficult now to recover, because even if we win one and then lose one, win 2, lose 1, you're going to stair step down, or you're going to flounder in that below water level for quite a while. So we'll see how this pulls out. We need a black. All right. Thank goodness. All right. I'm starting to chicken out, to be honest with you. I'm starting to go, I don't want to keep adding the bet to get to 200, but we'll follow it. Personally, I would love to take this bet down to 130 and just get even, but we'll see how this goes. At least we won 2, but like I said, we were down 560. So if we lose this one, we get down, way down there again. This relies on us getting a string. So we're at least winning 2 to every one. So let's see if we can get there. Those zeros sure did hurt. All right, 250 on red. I'm going to have some words with Aussie Pete if this doesn't work out. Mom is texting me. Okay, let's roll. Come on now. Give us some good spins here. Give us a couple reds in a row. Not too much to ask. Whew. All right, we're 110. I really, really want to lower my bet. We'll stick with it. We're up to 260. We'll stick with the system. Let's hope we can win this one. That would at least get us above the water line. And then we can really cut the bet down in half. Right? All right. This would get us 150 over the line, and we can just then bet 50 bucks, which would be nice. Come on now, come on now. Red, red, red. All right, 280. Yes, I do not recommend this system. I mean, we're not terribly in debt compared to what I've been on 9 numbers or on 9 streets, right? The difference is, at least when I'm behind on, I have a 73% chance, right? This has a 47.5% chance. 46.5. No, 47.5%. Roughly, the casino on a single zero wheel, right? 2.7%. Oh. F you, Pete. F you. All right, we'll try 300. Never lost. Yeah, right. He's probably submitted his thing, and he's probably playing with 10-cent bets, right? So that he can just infinitely keep adding to it. All right. Let's go. Come on now. Man, look at all those zeros. All right, we need a red here. We need several reds here. Okay, phew. See, this is the problem. Now I got to go up to 310. That's the problem with these kind of systems. Whew. And it's not so bad that I mind the amount. It's just that, man, when you spin the wheel each time and you know that you're only covering 18 numbers here, sure makes you start, rethinking the meaning of life. Okay, come on. This would get us $40 away from waterline. All right, come on now. 19 is my favorite number, so I was happy to see that hit. Phew! Yes. All right, we're $40 away from that. We got to get to 200, right? So we can do 160. No. 200. No. Whatever. I forgot it was 400. We need 40 plus 200. We needed a 200. I don't know what I was thinking. We needed a $240 bet. So 185 will get us close enough. Personally, if I were in this situation, I was doing it my way, I would definitely have lowered my bets a little bit and not gone so high. All right, there we go. 185. Where does that get us? 145. We are at a $65 bet now. All right. Okay, Pete, maybe that was a little premature name-callination. Name-callulation. Little, I don't know, it's the best. Premature name-callination. I don't know. All I know is it may have come out of my mouth a little too soon. We'll see. This is one, man. This could have very easily, because it's only 50-50 bets, 1-to-1 bets. Dang it. And down the rabbit hole we go. So I'm just going to go to 90. What are we? We're 120 away? All right, there's 120. All right, come on. Boy, this has been a rough go, huh? It was looking so promising. I think I like just sticking on a color and just staying with it. And if you lose, like, say, 3 or 4 in a row, just stop and wait it out, and then wait till it kind of normalizes and go back in again. And I don't know if that's any better than just play through it, but I think yeah. Okay, phew. We got there. Maybe he does never lose on this. Who knows? I guess it just depends. I mean, I could see this thing going sideways. So I think if I played this every single day, you would definitely get some sideways ones. All right, we can start back out at $10. We're $100 away. See how this one ends up. This would be nice because we'd end up with... Did I jump into this one, or did I earn another $300? I'll have to go back and look at the video. We're either up 600 or we're up 900 after this, if we can get to 300. Maybe we jumped right into this one, I think. So we'd be up $600 today. That'd be nice. Not so fast. All right, we're going to 30. See where this gets us. Heading to Florida here next week to go see my buddy again. We're going over there to visit him and his gal. So I'll be broadcasting on my laptop, so it won't be the greatest audio and video quality. But I'll be doing it oftentimes on his veranda overlooking the water, or maybe I'll go down to the beach and do it down there. We're going to be in Fort Lauderdale. I'm super excited to see them again and go hang out. So the two of us will be leaving here next week. All right, we're at $50 on black. See, if you look down here and you go, follow the winner sucks, but then you see 3 reds in a row, 2 blacks in a row. Anytime you have at least 2 in a row, follow the winner works great. And you go, there's nothing wrong with it, versus playing the opposite. You would have been in real trouble here, but then you'd win here, lose here, lose here, lose here. See, I mean, that logic of don't play, follow the winner, and saying this, it does better. It doesn't. I'll call BS. Maybe that's my next challenge. Maybe that's my next challenge I call out. There we go. So we can go down to $40. That's my next challenge. I like that. I'm going to challenge the wheel placement strategies. So I know there's a couple of the YouTubers that believe that second and third column are better than betting on the first and second or first and third. I would love to do that challenge. You play second and third, and I'll play first and second or first and third, whatever. I'll leave second column completely out of it. Or I guess I could do second and first. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I just can't have both second and third. Let's play. And let's see who does better. I guarantee you over several sessions. Oh, man. All right, we're at 60 on red. I guarantee over several sessions, we will be very even with each other. You may get lucky on a session. I may get lucky, but if you were to play several sessions for any decent amount of time, it'll even out. Same thing with playing the dozens. It'll even out. All right. We're so close. I want to be done with this. So that I can... I am going to make some more of those low bankrolls because I don't want you to see one day. And there was a comment in Discord, and I think it's 100% fair, which is it's different when you're playing with a $300 bankroll, but you know you secretly have a whole bunch more and that's not all you have. And it's different when you only have $300. And that's why I was trying to say yesterday that I was playing a little bit, even though I was playing with fairly small amounts. And if I had $300, I'd probably do it that way. But you should scale it way down. And just the more time you're willing to spend grinding away, the more successful you'll be. And I promise, if you play smartly and you go to like 10-cent bets, even on the digital roulette one there, and you do just like I showed you, you play high-low, red-black, and the martingale starting at 10 cents, you'll win and you'll get your $30 every day. You're just going to have to grind for a while because you're only making 10 cents, but that's only 10 spins for $1. Okay, phew. So we're only $60 away. There we go. Right? 50, 10, yep, $60 to get to 250. So I'm going to do those, and I don't know, maybe instead of pushing a video all the time so you get bored, maybe I'll just create one video and over a series of days go in there and make that $30 every day and then publish one video saying day one. I think that'd be better. Yeah, let's do that. Again, I'm open to suggestions. If you want to see something outside of the challenge that's not going to, cost an arm and a leg to me trying this strategy or playing a certain thing, let me know. All right, there we go. We're at 250. All in all, not bad if we get to 300 in an hour, right? I mean, it's taken me sometimes 2 hours to hit my goal. Now, lately, I've been getting our target really, really fast and going above and beyond. I'm really liking Centipede. So I'm going to get rid of all these except 1, 2, 3, 4 Centipede because we'll just be tracking back and forth between those. And you could play Follow the Winner with that. You could do Follow the Winner if it lands on this side. You could play Follow the Winner with 1 Centipede. If it lands on the 19 or higher, you play, So you could, I don't think it really makes the outcome any difference. But, all right, going up to $30 on red. I don't think it makes a difference, but we'll see. Ooh, good job, Sonny. All right. Let's go. I'll have to head on over to Roulette Rounder, your site, see if you've made it back. Kicking ass on your new challenge. Keep moving on. Chin up, bud. Description and the link down is below in my details, how you get to his site, see him. He was working these splits. Okay, there we go. Roulette Grinder's been did his first live feed. All right, what do we have there? 30? So we can rebet this one. That'll get us to 300. Did his first live feed, but you can go back and watch that now. The live feed, I believe, was limited to, he has member tiers. But now it's been recorded. You can go check out his site. He's down below. Spin to win strategies. I like going and watching his site. He tries different things and lets you watch how they play out. So it's just another site to go and just get some ideas. Like I said, I like it not so much for how much they win, but what's my risk of losing and how deep does it go in the hole and what's the recovery look like for it. And so that's why I like watching those. Mm-hmm. All right, we're up to 50 on black. Link down below too. And Art V's trying to pay off his car. You got lucky. I watched you the other day, RV. You pulled it out at the end. Good job, man. You were down. I didn't think you were going to be able to get back up. You got it. You got it. You pulled it out at the end. All right, come on. We're so close. Just let us have it here. Oh, also, I just washed the hoodie. My biggest pet peeve is when you wash a hoodie or something and the sleeves and everything shrinks up. Ah, come on. All right, we're on 70 on red. And this didn't shrink at all, so I love it. I hate short sleeves. I hate when you go like this and the sleeve is like this, right? You're like, what is that? You know? Plus it feels cold. You just feel like you're getting a draft in your wrist. Anyway, so it didn't shrink. I'm happy about this one. This will make it to the store. This is ready for to be put on the store site. I've had quite a few people asking for the hoodie. The hoodie has with or without all on black on the back. And I'm actually going to move the all on black down a little bit because the hood kind of covers it. So boss lady said move it down another inch or two, and it'll be available with and without it. I like simple designs. Okay, there we go. 260, we can go to 40 on this. It's always nice to be able to back up. Get our bet down lower. So it'll be available with that or without it. And I'm looking at options for stuff. I'll have to go back and look and see if they give me the option of printing, because you could also, like on t-shirts, get just instead of the logo anywhere here, you could just get it on the sleeve. Anyway, unfortunately, and I'm going to see about Etsy and some of the other places, these printers don't allow you to customize it. In other words, I would like it if you could go order this, because some of the people that got the free drip, they wanted to have their name on the back or whatever, and I had to actually go create an all new product line for that. Oh man, I wish they had it when you were checking out. They said, do you want to add a name here or leave it blank? You know, that would be kind of cool. What were we at? 40. All right, we're on 60 on black. This would get us to 280. So I'm going to check into that, because that would be nice to have customization options. Otherwise, right now, when people say, can you do this, can you do this, I have to go and literally create that. And so that won't be available in the future, customization, unless I can find a place that will allow print and ship, order fulfillment with quality stuff that I like. I really like Bella brand. But the store will be open for business here pretty soon. And go get your swag, your drip. I guess we can't call it swag. All right, nice. That takes us to 280. We can bring this down to $20, and let's hope we can get it. All right, there we go. And let's go to history. What was our largest bet? Whew. Okay, I mean, we got up there. 300 was our largest. 310 was our largest bet. And like I said, it's up there only to me because when you're betting on 50-50 bets, let's just call it 50-50. When you're betting on 18 numbers, this gets kind of scary, because if you don't get several in a row, you're sunk. All right, look at that. All right. Winner chicken dinner. We got to 300 with Aussie Pete's strategy. I give credit to him, no problem. It's actually rehashed the back and how you just progress it. But anyway, we got to 300. It took us 51 minutes. That's very, very acceptable. I like that. So give it a try yourself. This is our third session. I won't be playing this one again unless I just feel like playing it for fun, but I won't be demoing this one. That's 3 times a charm. I think we're up 600 today. I'll go back and check the first video. I can't remember if I played twice to get to 600 or not. If I am, we're either up 600 to 900. I may come back this evening and get a little bit more. Like I said, I want to get way ahead. We're nicely ahead. I want to keep building on that reserve. So anyway, I may be back. If I'm not, anyway, hope you guys all have a great Tuesday. Be good humans. Be good to each other, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.